Our boy is finally playable, guys. Not only that, it's actually a decent deck. Let's get into it. The downside with HerculesKabuterimon was that you always digivolve for 4 and you pass your turn. It had good effects, but then you weren't able to kind of follow through with it because it ended your turn. I love that this Tentomon solves that problem. Tentomon, end of your turn. If this Digimon has Insectoid trait, it may attack your opponent's Digimon. This is very nuts. It's a pseudo blitz in a sense. You just have to be mindful that your opponent has to have a suspended Digimon because you have to attack a Digimon. You can't just digivolve and attack. So mindful of that. 4 of the Tentomons to be able to swing when you suspend your opponent's Digimon and you pass your turn. Here we got the new Tentomon from BT15. It's a really broken card. Start of your main phase. By suspending one Digimon, one of your Digimon with Insectoid trait gets 3000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. By suspending one Digimon. So you could either suspend your own Digimon or you could suspend your opponent's Digimon. It doesn't specify whose Digimon, so that's awesome. The Inherit. All turns once per turn. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon by battle, gain 1 memory. 2 of the HerculesKabuterimon from BT10. This one just has the Inherit. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, gain 1 memory. Rounding it up, 2 HerculesKabuterimon from BT1. The Inherit of this one gives your Digimon that's level 6 or higher security attack +1. So just now adding aggression to this deck overall, since you are going to have piercing when you attack as well. So it's pretty nice. And since we are running 4 of the HerculesKabuterimons, I am doing 4 HerculesKabuterimon X Antibody, specifically for its on play and when digivolving here. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Insectoid or Machine in its trait and 1 X Antibody among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. I like it because it's 3, so play it for 3, activate, and then you search. And if you digivolve for 1, now you get to digivolve on top of it. So that's also a good thing too, because it is a HerculesKabuterimon. So pretty much it for the rookie lineup. I really love that they're giving Kabuterimon like a nasty effect. New Kabuterimon. All turns, when this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. It's nice. All turns, once per turn, when it deletes a Digimon during battle, it gains 1 memory. Same thing as the Tentomon. So this whole deck, ideally you want to have your Digimon suspended, hence the all turns, right? Not only that, because the new Izzy now allows you to kind of make them pseudo blockers, which we'll get into. Next level 4s, I'm trying these out. You can swap these out for Stingmon. 4 of the BT1 Kabuterimon. Really, I'm running it just to kind of climb up faster since it is a 1 for Evo. Your turn, this Digimon gains 1000 DP for every suspended Digimon your opponent has. This is good and bad. Bad because if there is a suspended Digimon already, your Digimon does get the 1000 DP. You swing over it. If you do have piercing, the Digimon is gone. Now you do lose that 1000 DP. So it's good to swing over higher DP Digimon than yourself, but just keep in mind that you will lose that DP once that Digimon leaves the battle area. So that is why I'm contemplating on running the Stingmon, that when you delete an opponent's Digimon, you gain a memory, but you don't have to. To round off the champions here, 2 Quagamons, the promo. This specifically is a promo 100. This is such a good card. I am thinking of running more of these. This one has an on-play and when digivolving. One of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. This is nice because it helps you if you have your Hercules on the field. You get to suspend something, and if you can't run over it that specific turn, then you just play that Quagamon, and now they can't unsuspend. It kind of keeps also your stack alive because it can't swing over it. The Inherit, your turn. This Digimon gets 2000 DP. So this is nice because it's kind of more secure way of getting DP increase as opposed to the Kabuterimon. So I would run more, but I didn't want to make proxies. I'm lazy. So I might just order some and try more of these Quagamons. 2 Mega Kabuterimon Aces. On play when digivolving, one of your Digimon gets 3000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Then if one of your Digimon is attacking, you may switch the attack target to this Digimon. All turns, when this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. Really, the way you want to use this is, let's say you ended up having a Quagamon, you swing, you survive, you have no security, and now they're about to attack and finish you. You'll blast into the Mega Kabuterimon Ace, gets 3000 DP, so he jumps to 10, and it's not your turn, so you're not going to get that. But you'll get 10,000, and now you could redirect the attack here. So even if you get deleted and you do lose 3 memory, at least you survive, helping you win. So that is kind of the whole gimmick of this Mega Kabuterimon Ace, which I think is pretty cool. Now, when I first learned what HerculesKabuterimon did, I just thought of this Kabuterimon. Mega Kabuterimon, starter deck 4. Inherit. Your turn once per turn. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon by battle and survives, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Why would you not want to do that? Swing, delete a Digimon, trash first. Now you got Piercing. And then if you have the Kukuamon, security attack +1, you're going through 3 in one swing if you survive. So it's just, yeah, you just have to run 4 of those. To round it up, I was trying the other Mega Kabuterimon. When you attack, you can Digivolve. But I went for the promo Okuamon. This one is a promo 075. Your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with Insectoid and a Straight, all of your opponent's Digimon gain all turns. When this Digimon becomes suspended, lose 1 memory until the end of your opponent's turn. With the meta kind of being whiteboard with Oriyumon, they end up swinging. Now they're kind of losing memory if you do Digivolve. Not to mention the HerculesKabuterimon suspends a Digimon, so now you kind of get a memory back. With the inherit of this Okuamon, it gives you Piercing, and you do need it. Besides for the HerculesKabuterimon, he gives Piercing to himself. So that's it for the level 5s. Moving on to the level 6. The new big boy, HerculesKabuterimon. This card is so good. Start of your main phase, and when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. One of your Digimon gains Piercing for the turn. I love it because it doesn't have to be that card specifically. All turns, when this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. Kind of the same thing as the whole gimmick. You just want to have these cards suspended, aka attack, right? So the whole thing is, start your main phase, suspend a Digimon, give this Piercing, swing over it, and now you're suspended. And now they can't delete it by Digimon effects. They can still swing over it, and they can still use option cards against it. So be mindful of that, but there is ways of getting around that. To finish the level 6s, people are running Bancho Stingmon. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not running Bancho Stingmon. I think you need ways to remove, and the ways to do that is with this HerculesKabuterimon X Antibody. Digivolve 1 from HerculesKabuterimon, built-in security attack +1. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has HerculesKabuterimon or X Antibody in its Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. This deck lacks in removal, aside from just swinging over things with Piercing. I actually like running the Hercules X here because if you can't get rid of a Digimon, at least you could just suspend it with the Hercules, and then you could just Digivolve for 1. And now you could bottom deck that card and you don't have to worry about it. Specifically like Death X or, anything that'll run over you. And what's nice is if you're going against Quartz, Hercules is not affected by his effects, so he will be able to unsuspend. You'll be able to suspend that Quartz, and now you can Digivolve for 1 and you bottom deck it. It's actually pretty nice, which is why I run these 2. That's it for the level 6s. I was trying onto the Tamers. So now with this new Izzy, this is how you're going to keep your HerculesKabuterimon alive longer. So he is a memory set tamer. Then your opponent's turn. When your opponent attacks, by suspending this Izzy, you can redirect the attack or switch the attack target to an insect Digimon. And there you go. So that is what I was saying. It's kind of a pseudo blocker in a way. And again, why you want to have all your Digimon suspended. Because now if they attack, you just suspend the Izzy and now they attack. And that is why I believe the ties are really good for this. Because now when you do that, you switched an attack target and now you give them 2,000. So now if they're swinging with 13,000, 12,000, even if they want to clash, now you're giving yourself 2,000 DP from ties effect, giving them 14,000, and you draw 1 and allowing you to live. So that is why I'm running 2 of these tamers. He is a memory set. He is a memory setter, and of course, all turns once per turn. When attack is redirected, you can give a Digimon 2,000 DP and draw 1 card. So that is it for the tamers. The options, let's get over the ones that are kind of, obvious that you're going to run here. So agility training. Play this card, reveal 2 cards, add a green card to your hand. Next turn, you get to trash that, and you reduce the Digivolution cost by 2 when you do Digivolve. Keep in mind, it just doesn't work in the raising area. You have to be in the battle area. 2 of the impact of knowledge, which honestly, I think I'm going to cut completely. Let's talk about it first. So it's a 3 cost. When you play it, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a tamer with Izzy in its name, Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gains on deletion trash the top card of the security stack. So it gives you the inherit of that Mega Kabuterimon. So now what's nice is when you do have the egg, and let's say you can't suspend a Digimon for whatever reason, but let's say you didn't, play the Impact of Knowledge. The Modimon allows you to attack over it now. So now you swing over it, and now you get to trash one from this. Security effect, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then add this card to the hand. Why am I going to cut this? Because you're not always going to have Izzy on the field, and the recost to suspend something is a little costly, which you would rather just probably play 4 of the Super Shocker. Does the same thing, but I think it's actually better. Main effect, suspend 1 level 6 or lower Digimon. One of your Digimon with Insectoid trait gets 3000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. So it's also nice because if you don't have that tie and you redirect, you give the Hercules 3000, so he's at 15,000 blocker essentially. And I love this because you're able to swing over things with like level 4s, even if you have like a level 5, right? Now you're making it a 10,000 hitter. Now you just swing over it. You're able to swing over stuff. And a nice little combo, if you play a Super Shocker and you can't get rid of it, you can just play the Quagamon after, and now your opponent can't unsuspend that Digimon that you suspended. That is why I think I'm going to end up playing 4 of the Super Shockers as opposed to 2 of the Impact of Knowledge, just because either way I'm running these starter deck for Mega Kabuterimons anyway. So what are your thoughts? I did think about putting a Quartz in here. I did also play the other Izzy that's play cost of 2, just to kind of help with that option card in you having more Izzies on the field, and then it gives you a memory when you suspend a Digimon, so that can come in clutch too. But I just ended up going with the agility trainings just to search for more stuff, because it's fairly slow in a way, because sometimes you're missing a piece and you're just kind of playing stuff looking for a certain piece. So there it is. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out that Phoenixmon, that Rosemon, that Numemon that's coming out. I'll see you guys in the next video.